talking about this. Today is Flag Day, and did you know that Detroit has its own flag that has been in existence for hundreds of years?
Well, photojournalist Alex Atwell shows us the unique story behind the flag that's uniquely Detroit.
This is the flag of the city of Detroit. It was designed by David Heinemann. Was a native Detroiter. His parents had come to Detroit in the 1830s, so that he had grown up. His father was a very successful merchant, and David indeed went into that and then got a law degree and became the city's comptroller. And being very involved with the city, he realized that the city needed its own flag, and it had to be a very representative flag. It had to represent the city through the seal, which was already well established by that time, but it also had to be colorful, and it had to draw in the city's history. This is the original sketch. He sketched it out on a plain piece of paper one day in 1907 to propose to the city council that we have a new flag for the city of Detroit. It was first flown in 1908, but they didn't officially adopt the flag until 1948. And when he designed this, decided that he wanted to incorporate not just the side of this, but the city's full history. So it does in fact have the stars and stripes that represent the United States. It also has the British lion and the French fleur-de-lis. The seal in the middle here represents kind of old Detroit, the Detroit that was lost during the Great Fire in 1805, and then the rebirth of Detroit, a new and growing town after the fire. And it really was a change for the city. Before that, the city was an old provincial small village. And with the fire, they were able to put in stone construction instead of wood. And really, this side represents the new Detroit, the growing Detroit. And the women in the middle, one regretting the loss of the old city, and the other pointing to the fact that there are places for us to go, and we will grow. The motto is Spera Amus Meliora, which is we hope for better things, and then Resurgent Cineribus, which we will rise from the ashes. A couple of things that I really like about this flag is it represents 300 and some years of Detroit's history in the corners. It represents that European-based history. One of the things that's not so good is that there's no representation of the Native Americans who were here for hundreds of years before that. So someday the city may want to revisit this, but I think the seal itself is probably the most important part. Detroiters are resilient people, and that's exactly what this seal says. You can knock us down, but you're not going to keep us down, because we will always rebuild a new Detroit. We will rise from the ashes.
Indeed. So joining us live in the studio, Joel Stone, who's the senior curator of the Detroit Historical Museum. We're glad you're here.
Happy to be here.
So much history here. And tell us about this drawing. You call it a sketch or a drawing of the flag?
It was a sketch.
Yeah.
David Heinemann was the comptroller for the city, and he felt we really needed a flag. We had a seal, but we didn't have a flag, so he just kind of sat there and designed it, drew it out, and then the family gave it to the Detroit Historical Society. So.
They donated it. That's awesome.
That's
awesome. So you guys have a lot going on at the Historical Museum. You just celebrated Werner's 150th. That was huge. And you have something else coming up this Saturday, right?
We do. We've got a big project going on, the Detroit 1967, looking back to move forward. And part of that project is collecting oral histories. From a historian standpoint, getting the first-hand word from somebody that was there is just wonderful history. And so we're collecting those histories. People can come in and give their story.
So you're set up to record people, right?
We are
there?
set up to record. Now, they've got to call ahead,
Okay.
make an appointment, but any time between 10 and 3 on Saturday, we're happy to do that. We're also teaching people how to do a proper oral history. So we've got a workshop going on in the morning from 10 to 11:30. And again, we ask people to register, but everybody's welcome to come. It's free. And taking a good oral history is a hard thing. You guys do interviews all the time. You know, good interviewers and bad interviewers, and oral histories are very much that way.
So then the rest of the story is what? At some point we can come back and listen to these presented in a unique way?
Absolutely, yeah. Once they're processed, they're available on our website.
Okay.
You can go to detroithistorical.org or Detroit 1967, and we've got it there.
Yeah.
So
give us one thing that you have at the museum that people might not know is there or be surprised to know about.
Well, something they want to get there quick to see. We've got the Motown black and white. Al Abrams photographs are up there, and they're only there for another couple of days. So by the end of you want to get there this weekend to see them. So.
Okay. So much rich history there, and so much that is the fabric of our life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good to see you, Joel.
Happy
Thanks
Flag
for coming
Day.
by. Yes,
Here.
same to you. Thanks.
Thanks.
Next.